Welcome. I'd like to welcome everybody this evening to our Entrepreneur Showcase, one of our favorite evenings of the year, where our Impact graduates get to present their businesses to us all this evening. This is our 10th cohort, and although I'm here at Jumpstart, this will be our first Entrepreneur Showcase event that will be virtual. This will also be the culmination of the first cohort that was entirely virtual. So we're all very excited to have you join us this evening and showcase the current cohort of our Impact program and celebrate them as well. Welcome. My name's Lauren Novick. I'm a senior partner here at Jumpstart. And before delving into the specifics and the particulars about what you're going to see this evening, I like starting the evening by reminding those in the audience about Jumpstart's mission. I think the Impact program and tonight's showcase provide perfect examples of what we try to do here at Jumpstart through our mission. Here at Jumpstart, our mission is to unlock the full potential of entrepreneurship to transform entire communities. And over the course of this program, that's exactly what these businesses have endured, progressed through, and will now be, again, showcasing for you all tonight, how they've unlocked the full potential of their visions in terms of executing the growth of their business over these last 12 weeks. So the agenda for tonight is primarily to focus on the businesses and have you hear from them as they present their business opportunities to you all in attendance. I'll provide some context for this evening, explain what you're about to see, as well as acknowledge those that have made tonight possible. I'll delve into the competition itself, the specifics about what we're watching tonight, how they're being evaluated, as well as the particulars about the funding that will be received by all the businesses that participate tonight at the conclusion of the night. We'll delve into the pitches, which is the highlight of this evening. Following the conclusion of all the pitches, our judges will deliberate to identify one business in particular that will be the recipient of a $10,000 prize, while all the other participants this evening will be recipients of $2,500, and we will announce the winner at the conclusion of the judges' deliberation. So one thing to mention as everybody in the audience is watching with us this evening is that for your best viewing experience, if you can select side-by-side mode from the view options menu at the top of your screen, that will allow you to have the best and most interactive experience, most engaged experience visually as you observe these presentations this evening. So recommendation is to select side-by-side mode from the view options menu to try to enhance your experience. As we delve into what is the Impact program, what is the culmination tonight culminating from? So the 12-week program that's led to tonight's showcase event is a highly intensive business assistance program that focuses on business advising, industry-specific mentoring, and collaborative learning. If we're going to think about what are the deliverables that these businesses walk away from the program with, obviously tonight's presentation is a critical deliverable in promoting and sharing the vision for their businesses with partners, colleagues, and anyone else of interest. That's what tonight's showcase is really meant for. And what you're not going to see tonight is a highly developed financial projection model that they also were focused on during the 12 weeks. In this particular cohort, there are more businesses than we've ever had participate before. We have 7 extremely high potential businesses who work or reside in the city of Cleveland that are participating in this cohort. This is the largest cohort of any of our existing cohorts here in Northeast Ohio. And then, as mentioned, tonight's event culminates in the showcase experience where one of the businesses will receive the $10,000 prize, while the other 6 will still receive prizes as well this evening. So what led to tonight's pitch? What was the preparation that went into tonight? So obviously during the 12 weeks, and I'll delve into that on the next slide, during the 12 weeks, we worked on various topics that will lead towards the slides you're seeing tonight within the presentations. So we worked weekly to cover the topics that create the presentation. Weekly, we had classes, but weekly, each one of the businesses that is presenting tonight worked very intensively with 2 advisors in meeting between class sessions and working not only on the class assignments during the 12 weeks, but also working on the necessary issues that a business goes through, during any 12-week period, probably more so during a pandemic like we're all experiencing now. So it's not just the class instruction that's a critical component of this. It's the 2 advisors that support between class sessions. And then in addition, something that's not going to be obvious tonight, but does happen frequently behind the scenes, is how the businesses within the cohort help each other as well and truly collaborate as a united class. If you focus on the syllabus here, this is really what they went through over the 12 weeks, the businesses that participated. And you'll notice that in week 4, we had the businesses do a dry run on a much smaller scale of this evening. They all put together 5-minute pitches that would get everybody comfortable pitching, again, remotely for the first time for many of these businesses, and getting them almost halfway to this evening when the pitches you'll see tonight are 10 minutes in length. But you'll notice as topics are listed here on the syllabus that there are many elements to what goes into a business pitch, as well as if you look in week 8 specifically, you'll see the culmination of what I mentioned earlier in terms of financial projections as the businesses work to finalize their financial projections and begin leveraging those projections for the investor pitches you'll see this evening. So this evening, what you're about to see is 7 10-minute presentations. Each presentation will be followed by 6 minutes of Q&A from a highly esteemed panel of 3 judges who are joining us tonight as well. The judges have criteria in front of them to evaluate the proposals, being evaluated on the business plan nature of the presentations, the market opportunity, and then this is called the Core City Cleveland Impact Program for a reason. These businesses are being evaluated not just on their presentation skills, but on the impact within the city of Cleveland. It's critical not only for us, but it's critical for these businesses who are participating tonight to give back in what they do. And so they're going to be eager to share with the audience tonight, not just the growth of their business, the ideas they have for their business, but the impact they plan to make in the city as well. As I've mentioned a few times now, the judges will work to determine who receives the $10,000 first prize this evening, and the other 6 graduates will receive $2,500 each. So we like to call it a graduation as much as a competition, and you'll hear me use that as well throughout the evening. Very important aspect of tonight's event is to thank our program sponsors who, without their engagement and support, tonight would not be possible. We'd like to thank KeyBank for their Business Boost and Build program powered by Jumpstart as a funder of tonight's activities, the City of Cleveland, as well as the Cleveland Foundation. Thank you to all of our program sponsors this evening and critical partners with us as we put on events like tonight's showcase. Now, I'd like to introduce the 3 judges this evening who, again, are critical to the Q&A dynamic that's going to happen after we see the businesses present, as well as critical to who's going to be identified as the $10,000 recipient this evening. First, I'd like to introduce Tony Piccirillo from KeyBank. He is the AVP and licensed branch manager. As I mentioned, KeyBank, critical sponsor of this evening's activity. So we'd like to thank Tony for his engagement this evening. In the middle, you will see Angel Washington, who is the owner of Consult to Code. And I have a couple ampersands in there for Angel because not only is she the founder and owner of Consult to Code, Angel has the experience of being where the businesses tonight are who are participating. Angel was a member of one of the prior cohorts, and therefore she's an Impact graduate of the Impact program. She is someone who was awarded the $10,000 prize in the past, and then on the heels of her work with the Impact program was fortunate enough to win the Cleveland Chain Reaction competition as well. So when we look for entrepreneurs to participate in this evening as judges, we like them to be able to demonstrate the journey that hopefully many of these graduates will go on, and Angel's a great example of that. I'd like to welcome Brianna Butler from the city of Cleveland here this evening as a judge. Brianna is the manager of the Mayor's Neighborhood Transformation Initiative within the Department of Economic Development. Obviously, our core city program and its work is conducted significantly in the city of Cleveland as well as within the mayor's neighborhoods. And so we'd like to welcome Brianna to our judging panel this evening, as well as continue to thank Brianna as well for her continued engagement in our core city program as well as our impact program. So without further ado, these are the 7 that you'll be hearing from tonight in order, as you see visually here. They're a good looking group, as you can see, and they have put a lot of time and effort into getting ready for tonight's event. And I know that everybody in the audience will see the result of their labor over the last 12 weeks. But you know, we're not here necessarily to give them a round of applause as they present, but I know that all of us in the audience greatly appreciate all the efforts they put into making tonight a reality, because the 7 businesses, the 7 who you'll hear from tonight, are the stars of this evening. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first presenter this evening, who is Olympia Robinson, and her business is iSpec Eyewear. And Olympia, good luck.
Good evening. My name is Olympia Robinson, licensed dispensing optician and American board certified. And my business is iSpec Eyewear, where each prescription field is an opportunity to engage, enlighten, and inspire all clients. A little about me: I began the optical industry at the age of 15 years old, having 22 years of experience. I previously managed big box optical chains to small private practice opticals. iSpec Eyewear was birthed in 2013. We were Box Spot finalists, and we are the only optical in the United States inside of a box. And you may ask, what is a Box Spot? Well, they are shipping containers converted into retail spaces in the community in Cleveland. I am also a motorcycle enthusiast. iSpec Eyewear specializes in providing unique, modern, and affordable prescription eyewear and contact lenses. Our clients range from infants to school-aged teenagers, to college students, to urban professionals, members of the community, including seniors, and employees who possess vision care insurance benefits. And you'll see one of my happy, smiling clients to the right. You ask, what is iSpec's hidden talent? Well, we are master repair experts. We specialize in frame repair and adjustments, restoration of vintage eyewear. We offer our mobile service and the latest and up-to-date technology on all lens options, including transitions and blue light coating lenses. And here pictured, you see a before and after. The client purchased the glasses from Walmart, and I was able to take the lenses that still looked really good and put them into a new designer Tom Ford frame. Also at the bottom, you'll see a picture of a brown frame that is actually wrapped in leather that came in for restoration. And on top of there is a frame that's a rimless job with a special sizing and special custom tint. Our clients come by word of mouth, social media, networking events, Box Spot sponsored community events, referrals from partners, including local optometrists, and also with our winnings of the $10,000, our new website to attract new clients also. iSpecs Eyewear is also a revolving business where our clients come back yearly for new prescriptions and lens changes, and they also come in between every 2 to 3 months for maintenance services. 75% of adults use some sort of vision correction, meaning 64% wear eyeglasses and 11% wear contact lenses. 25% of children 18 and under use some type of vision correction. These numbers are expected to rise due to more Americans being exposed to a virtual lifestyle. Looking on the map, you'll see that iSpecs stands alone as an optician-owned business in the local community. So you can see where my business is and some of my competitors. How do iSpecs compete with our competition? Well, we offer a competitive edge on repairs and maintenance, a personalized service catering to our clients' needs and wants, and giving them a mobile option, and community involvement, letting our clients actually see us in the community, interacting and speaking on eye care and the health of the eyes. Going into our financials, our sales went up significantly from 2019 to 2020. Since going full time, we increased our sales about 1/3, even with COVID. And with a targeted campaign on social media, both organic and paid, and with our new website coming, we will double our sales by the end of 2022. iSpecs Eyewear was started in 2013, where I also worked a part-time job. So let's fast forward to 2018, when I left my job to pursue entrepreneurship full-time. As you can see, since concentrating on iSpecs, our sales increased. And also with an addition to our new website, our marketing and social media campaign will increase our foot traffic and sales to allow us to hit our goal by the end of 2022, and also allow us to continue to make an impact in the city of Cleveland. How are we making an impact? Well, iSpecs Eyewear is making an impact right now as we speak by providing a vital eye health care service. We are enhancing the health and well-being of the neighborhood. By 2022, we will create 2 new jobs, and we will continue our partnership with the EYEWEAR program, in which we mentor and coach high school students during summer break, and this is our 2nd year. And pictured, you will see a store owner whose business is down the street from iSpecs. I patronize his business, so he told me once he got his prescription, he was gonna come and patronize iSpecs, and that's exactly what he did. So you see him in the picture wearing his new glasses. So that is definitely enhancing the health and the well-being of the neighborhood. Did someone say $10,000? Well, what iSpecs will do with its investment is create a new website to showcase frame and accessories, purchase designer and fashionable eyewear inventory, run a marketing and social media campaign, and invest in an optical retail software that will make my business more efficient and stay up to date on compliance. Eyewear builds confidence and self-awareness. From professionals to the creative and artsy to trendsetters to senior citizens, everyone is wearing eyeglasses. And studies have shown that different types of eyewear styles can show credibility, build your confidence, and let your personality shine. Thus, the next time you are looking for a stylish, affordable pair of eyewear, shop iSpecs. Thank you, Jumpstart Cohort, for allowing me to showcase my business. And I am open to questions and comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Olympia. We will
Thank
go
you.
to Brianna for the first question of the evening for you.
Hello. Excellent presentation. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank
Um,
you. Likewise.
I just had a quick question. I really like how you outlined what you would do with the $10,000. I just wanted to know, let's say a year from now, if you accomplish everything that you want to do with the $10,000, where do you self needing assistance? So a year from now, again, you outlined very well what you would do with the $10,000. Where do you see yourself going next and what you would need some type of assistance?
Well, with the $10,000, with the extra assistance, I could see myself in the future opening another store within the city of Cleveland. I am a West Sider, so I would love to put a store on the West Side of Cleveland. So this is like the ground print and the stepping stone. So once I build a passionate team that is as passionate in optical as I am, I can see myself moving forward and opening a second location within the city.
Okay.
Great, thank you. Tony, would you like to ask the second question here?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Fantastic presentation. I really enjoyed how organized you were with this, and your
Thank you.
it really came out. Question I have for you is, right now it's the end of the year, and I know a lot of businesses are starting to think as far as what they want to accomplish in 2021. So can you walk us through some of the things that you're going to do right away in the next 3-4 months for your business?
Well, thank you. Well, right away, we're going to invest in that optical software, making my business more efficient and paperless, and the website. I think the website would bring more traction, and with people not wanting to come out due to COVID, it will allow my business to be seen more virtually, because we are going virtually as we move forward. And also, of course, new updated eyewear inventory, because my clients love seeing what I have, and and having something that no one else has around the city.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Angel.
Hello,
Right.
Olympia.
Hey
How
there.
are you?
Hi, Angel.
So I wanted to ask two questions. The first question is, you said you wanted to hire 2 new people, and I just wanted to know if you can tell us a little bit about what those 2 people would be doing at iSpec, what you have planned for them, as far as, are they going to be part-time, are they going to be PRN full-time, and what they would be doing to help out at iSpec.
Well, the first person I want to hire is a part-time optician. So, like I said, eventually I would like to open another store. So I would like to find an optician who is as passionate as I am, so I can start teaching them and grooming them. Because my clients do come to me for a reason. You know, that's personality, patience. So I have to make sure that that optician has those things. And secondly, someone who does like the books, payroll, the things in the background that I really don't like doing, as far as insurance coding and things like that. So those will be my two new employees.
Okay. And then the other question is, I just was interested to know, like with COVID, you know, and us going through COVID, what type of ways have you had to change or pivot to kind of meet the needs of some of your clients?
Well, yes, it has been a change from being open daily to still being open daily, but by appointment only, because I don't want too many people coming in at one time. The sterilization of the frames also. So when a client comes in to try on eyewear, you know, it gives me enough time after they're done to sterilize each frame and, you know, the door handles, the chairs and things like that. Make sure people are masked up and that they sanitize also when they come in the door before they even start touching. So it definitely has been an experience, but I feel it's something that we probably needed to do anyways before COVID, as far as being safe.
And I see that on your financial, on your one chart, you said that you were on target to meeting your goals for this year of 41,000. So
yes.
even with COVID, you're meeting your goals. Congratulations.
Oh, yes. Thank you. With the end of the year and people wanting to spend and use those flex dollars, we'll probably be above our goal by the end of the year. Thank you.
Well, Olympia, you're the first. So thank
Yes.
you for being first up.
Thank you.
And congratulations on graduating the Impact Program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lauren. Thank you and Jumpstart for giving me the opportunity. It's been awesome, an awesome experience.
Thank you, Olympia. Thank you. We will continue the evening and move on to our second presentation, which will be Huey Haynes from Haynes Firestone Tires. And Huey, you are up. Good luck.
Hello, Haynes Firestone, 13404 Miles Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio, 44105. Phone 216-561-5600. Our website is haynesfirestone.com. Huey Haynes of Haynes Firestone. Huey Haynes II. We specialize in brakes as well as tires. Cleveland born and raised. Well, my dad used to call me, and I quote, "Son, you're a Buckeye." 23 years at the same location, 37 years plus in auto repair. I'm a second generation owner, and it's got a little quick quote in the story. One day my dad said, he said, "Junior, it's up to you now. Two things I'm going to do," and I quote, "I turn the keys and the checkbook over to you." I'm a father, a deacon at church, married for 36 years, avid Cleveland sports fan. Been in a family-owned business roughly 6 decades and been on Miles Avenue since 1975. Achieve a long-term customer relationship with a focus on better service and same-day turnaround by utilizing our collective talent to support your auto care needs, your complete auto care needs. Business objectives. Our objective is to increase our throughput through our car count, as well as a preventive maintenance program. We have 5 things that we would like to focus on during this preventive maintenance program. They are your tires, your battery inspection, oil change, tune-up, coolant. And during this process of completing this, it will increase our revenue from $8,000 to $12,000 per month for 2020, as well as $100,000 to $144,000 by 2021. With our new marketing scheme that we're going to do, as far as mailing things out to the customers, direct mailing to our neighboring community, we see a result in wages going up by 14,000 for 2021, all the way up to 32,000 by 2023, with a gross profit by 27,000 in 2021, as well as 70,000 by 2023. Brand description. Haynes Firestone is a Bridgestone Firestone store. We specialize in Bridgestone Firestone tires, complete auto care, wheels and tires, brakes, same-day service. The photo that you see to your right was taken in February the 14th, 1984. You have Huey Haynes Jr., my Uncle Johnny Haynes, Uncle Willie Haynes, Willie Haynes Jr., Victor Haynes, and my dad, Huey Haynes Sr. The Haynes brothers founded this business over 60 years ago as a Standard Oil business, and we also had the Firestone dealership. Our target customer is within a 4 to 6 mile radius of Haynes Firestone with an annual income of $25,000 to $45,000. And the age bracket is between 25 through 70. Majority of my customers are single Black women in the Union Miles area as well as the Lee Harvard area. We get a great deal of our business from word of mouth due to the 6 decades in the city of Cleveland, which has been very supportive of us in the area. Marketing channels. We receive a lot of referrals from the Ohio Heat Check on South Miles in the Miles area. We have a website. We do direct mailing, which has been historically very great on obtaining new customers. We have marketing, towing companies, and we deal with CDCs in the Union Miles area as well as the Kinsman area for our customers. Our sales area is roughly north of us is University Circle, to the east of us is I-271 South, and to the south of us is 480, and to the west of us is I-77, or your Jennings Freeway, which is 176. Competitive matrix. We do have competition in the Union Miles area. We have Route 43, Ebony Auto Sale, Jetson Auto Sales, and the big box stores. One advantage that we have just with the local garages as compared to our shop, we have a big tire machine that can handle bigger tires. Sometimes we have to help out Ebony Auto Sales in changing their tires as well as other garages in the area. We have a website that's user-friendly. We're family owned and operated, and we have great service, which sets us apart from our competitors. With the $1,000 that I received from Jumpstart with the investment, I was able to buy a tire sensor monitor, which you see to the right, that scans the tires, and a tire sensor monitor to the left, which also we were able to use. And with the new equipment that we got, it's an Autel service equipment, bring in roughly about $2,000 profit per month. And the other item is a fuel pump tester, which will bring in additional revenue. And thanks to Jumpstart for the $1,000 investment. With the $10,000 ask, we know traditionally that we have been very successful with our direct mailings in the Union Miles area. Besides for Lakewood, the area that I'm in is the most densely populated in the city of Cuyahoga County as well as the city of Cleveland. And with these mailers going out, we always see an increase of sales of 20% for the 2 months because we generally let the ads run from 30 to 90 days. And during that time, we get an additional $8,000 per month in revenue as well as our regular sales, and it leads to repeat customers as well as additional customers for the Union Miles area. Forecast for 2020 and 2023. For the year of 2020, our annual sales will be about $449,000 with a projection of going up to $634,000. And the result of that is the increased profit of 51% all the way up to 56%, as well as the wages going up. Because I know for a fact that with the increased marketing that we're going to do with the 10,000, we will get the wages up as well as maintain our same employees. And also the net income for 2020 will go up as well, all the way up to 2023, all the way up to 11% net profit. In summary, I would like to really thank my advisors and like to thank the Jumpstart for allowing me to take part of this. It's been a great opportunity for Haynes Firestone. We have been around over 60 years in the auto repair business. We have complete high satisfaction with our customers. We have good employees, and we want to compensate, and we want to increase the business value. That photo that you see to the right is a customer of mine. I put 4 tires on his Cadillac about 4 years ago. He owns an industrial area business at 90-30 miles. He has about 4 or 5 trucks, and he has bought tires for those for this calendar year also. I would really like to thank Jumpstart for the opportunity. I would like to thank my advisors because it's been a real impactful for Haynes Firestone since September up until now. If you have any questions, feel free to call me at 216-561-5600, or you can email me at haynesfirestone@sbcglobal.net. Thank you.
Thank you, Yui.
You're welcome.
Again, I'd like to ask if the judges could please keep your cameras on for the duration of the Q&A. We're going to have all 3 judges on camera for the duration of the Q&A. It'll allow us to maybe ask some additional questions as well, if all 3 judges could be on video for the duration of the Q&A.
Okay, this is Brianna. I have a few questions, or 2 questions. Great presentation, by the way. I've heard of your store through our department at Economic Development, so that's really exciting to see you pitch tonight. My first question is on the use of the $10,000. You said a lot of your new business or existing business is through direct mailings, and that you would use the $10,000 through direct mailings. I wanted to know if you've factored in the cost of maybe pursuing ads in social media or other web platforms.
Yes, I've considered it. The main reason why I do the mailings is because where I'm at is so densely populated. I just sent out some flyers. The customers got them today, and the phones have really been ringing. So I like to have stuff in people's hand. The social media is good, but putting something in someone's hand is almost like the Bible. They're going to bring it to you. They're going to use it, and you just have to stand by what you get. So
Okay.
that's all.
My next question is, you indicated that you wanted to increase wages for your employees, which is excellent. I just wanted to know if you had room for additional employees. So were you looking to hire an additional employees, or are you really just looking to increase the wages of your existing employees?
Increase the wages of the existing employees.
Okay.
I have enough room to handle the additional business, so I can continue to keep the same employees, just compensate them for doing a great job.
Good. Good.
Tony, would you like to go next?
Absolutely. So Huey, how are you?
Good evening.
Good. Excellent presentation. Really, you put a lot of thought into, everything as far as with your business. And I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
The first thing is with your business objectives. You mentioned that you're looking to increase your revenue, per month in 2021. And you talked about a little bit as far as how you're going to do that. I'd like for you to, if you can explain a little bit more as far as how you're going to go into that in 2021.
Well, what I'm able to do is with the direct mailing, because today the customers got the direct mailing. It hit about 44,000 houses, and I just did 2 zip codes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit 2 zip codes per quarterly. I'll hit Maple Heights, Lawrenceville, Shaker, a little further east. And with that, I'll be able to tap the market because people know that I'm there, but by them getting something in their hand, if I can do that on a consistent basis, it's just unlimited to what I'm able to do. And I even got phone calls today where the customers received the mailing because I went on and stepped out on faith and got out 44,000 mailings today. And I know that the potential is there, just with the condensed area where I'm at, it's just untapped potential. And I've always been committed to the city of Cleveland, and the city has been good to me. And I know that a lot of things I've been able to do, I believe they work, and the neighborhood supports me. So I believe it's going to work. I know it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. And then the other question I have is regarding with your just your overall like business plan. You know,
Okay.
you're very specific, but what is it? Are there any challenges that you see at all the next couple of months, and if there is any, as far as how you're gonna you know, just look for ways to you know, for opportunity from these challenges?
No, by us being in business 6 decades, we've just been blessed to have just a tremendous amount of customers. People, our neighborhood, they like to shop local, and people believe in us. They believe in the city of Cleveland, and it just overabundance of customers, you know. So it's even when the pandemic first started in March, I told the people working for me, you have nothing to worry about. You're going to get paid every 2 weeks, and we're going to have business, and things haven't stopped.
Thank you.
Angel?
Hello, how are you?
Good. Good evening. Doing fine.
That's good. First, I'd like to thank you for sharing with us what you did with your $1,000 already. I think that was pretty impressive. The 2 pieces of equipment that you purchased that are already helping you to make more money. So that's awesome. So congratulations with that. And then 2, I wanted to focus on with the direct mailings. Do you have any way of measuring, other than people calling, how effective that really is as a marketing tool for you?
Yes, I might have mentioned it earlier that I have done this historically, and every time that I do it, I run the ad about 90 days.
Mhm.
And during that time, I see an increased sales of about 8 to 10,000, and that's been proven the last 7 or 8 years that whenever I do it. And I always do it right after Thanksgiving, and I always do it right around income tax time.
Great time.
It does very well for me.
Okay. And then my last question is just with the pandemic and having to, you know, be more careful about everything, what do you consider to be the biggest threat for you as a business owner?
Well, the only thing that I emphasize with the customers that I would like for them to leave the car, I sanitize them when they come, I spray them, and you know, keep the customers away from each other and encourage them to drop the car off. So there really hasn't been any challenges, you know, other than just make sure we disinfect the cars.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Any additional questions following up from any of the judges? No? All right, well, Huey, thank you. Congratulations, you're done now. And congratulations on now officially being a graduate of the Impact Program. So thanks, Huey. Appreciate it.
Thanks very much.
Cool. Moving on to our third presentation of the evening. We have Janae Bryson from Auden & Company. And Janae, you are up. Good luck.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I am Janae Bryson, the founder and brand stylist of Auden & Company. I am a mom, an entrepreneur, and a mentor. And before we get into the nitty-gritty of my business, I want to share 3 fun facts about myself. I was adopted at the age of 11 with my 3 siblings. I entered college on the pre-med track, and I launched a fashion blog that launched my curiosity into the world of branding. My curiosity for the concept of branding led me to a small business in Beechwood, where I interned and saw how underserved small businesses were as it related to quality brand design. Small businesses are the heart of every community, from the coffee shop you visit before work to the honey that you buy at the farmer's market. They all have a story that they want you to be a part of. The heart and passion displayed by small business owners is why I launched Auden & Company, a strategic branding studio, which offers authentic storytelling, enabling our clients to communicate their expertise with confidence. I am sure you are wondering, why Auden & Company? Different from our competitors, we are dedicated to equipping our clients with the big picture. That means rather than offer our clients the option to purchase our services a la carte, We have bundled our core offerings into 3 branding experiences to elevate their business. We lead with an education-centric approach, resulting in our clients having a clear understanding of how to apply their new branding to their growth strategy. Clarity in who we are and how we stand out has evolved since our start. We launched in 2016 with the simple principle that all businesses are deserving of a brand that is the visual story of their business. In the spirit of entrepreneurship, we hit a few bumps on our journey, but we also have experienced some pretty awesome milestones. In 2018, we launched a college internship program from my dining room table, and it has become a pillar within our business. In 2019, we hit a major milestone by surpassing our goal of $25K in revenue. In 2020, we were able to hire a team of women who help us deliver on our mission to our clients daily, which put us on a trajectory for growth in 21 and 22. Our plans for growth and creative mayhem would not be possible without our team. This team of women help us tell our clients' story through essential branding touchpoints and effectively deliver on our services. Whether our clients are launching a new business or reigniting the spark of an existing business, we have 3 bundled brand experiences designed for their story, ranging from approximately $4,000 to $8,000. Each of our 3 branding experiences come with the top visual storytelling essentials: a logo suite, a website design, and 2 pieces of print collateral marketing material, as you can see in our Essence experience. From there, we add on brand photography to elevate the experience to radiance. This is currently our most popular brand experience, and we plan to continue this trend into 2021. Lastly, we add on designs for label and packaging and for product-based businesses to elevate their experience to brand brilliance. In 2022, we will be shifting our efforts to attaining clients within this customer segment. Our branding experiences have been the core of Auden & Company, but as we grow, our vision evolves with the goal to expand into new markets. In 2021, our goal is to launch a design and resource shop packed with a series of stock branding options and educational tools for small businesses who are looking to elevate their branding and storytelling efforts through the DIY route. This will allow us to expand our offerings pyramid, enter the e-commerce market, and expand our customer base to include businesses who are in the idea or startup phase of their entrepreneurial journey. Each quarter of 2021, we will introduce a new product to our shop, starting with an educational e-course and ending with the introduction of a content creation subscription service. The introduction of these stock branding options will account for approximately $14,000 of our revenue in 2021 and $30,000 of our revenue in 2022. In 2021, we plan to refocus our marketing and sales efforts on attaining product-based businesses. This sector of clients are a better fit for our highest valued branding experience, brand brilliance. By 2022, our clientele that will be going through the brand brilliance experience will account for 50% of our clientele and approximately 80,000 of our revenue. This growth will be largely due to our new marketing hire, who will be focused on repositioning Auden & Company as a strategic branding studio for product-based businesses. We are passionate about working with small business owners. Our customers can be segmented into these 3 groups that you see. Our current clientele is at 55% for product-based businesses, and our goal is to get it up to 70%, which correlates with our growth plan. Earlier, I touched on the financial trends of Auden & Company with our most popular packages. Let me dive into our financial strategy for growth. Through strategic planning, we have been able to maintain a steady rate of growth by increasing our prices, bundling our offerings, and keeping our operating expenses low. I am projecting our revenue to increase by $113,000 over the next 2 years, largely attributable to the addition of new stock branding options and promoting our clients up the value pyramid of our branding experiences. Maintaining growth through the COVID pandemic was due to our preparations in 2019. We booked a lot of clients in advance as I was prepping for maternity leave, and we offered payment plans for those affected by the pandemic. Launching the stock product line provides a level of diversification for my business, enabling a more consistent cash flow throughout the year. The decline in our client count in 2021 is driven by the introduction of our stock product lines. These product lines will be self-maintaining after launch, providing a passive revenue stream into the future. Our focus in 2022 returns to our core business, where clients served increases by 33%, operating profit margin grows by 10 points to 51%, and the average client pricing increases by 4.2% as I push clients up the value scale. All right, so to summarize our strategy, we have a steady rate of growth. We plan to increase our revenue by the introduction of self-maintaining revenue streams, and we plan to focus on the right clientele for our growth. Our financial success has allowed us to have an impact in Cleveland in two areas. The first impact segment we will be discussing is that of our intern program. Starting in the summer of 2018, the Auden & Company internship program has had 19 students from 10 different colleges and universities go through our program. This program was launched to provide an authentic work experience with the goal of inspiring the next generation of entrepreneurs. As you can see, these are a portion of the students who have gone through our program. 38% of our students have launched their businesses here in Cleveland. Another 38% have been employed in Cleveland with our recommendation. 16% have gone to do work with our creative partners. And lastly, 8% of our students have been hired as a contract team member with Auden & Company. The second impact segment we will be discussing is that of our clients. Our small business love is strong as it relates to woman-led businesses, especially Black women-led businesses. As you can see, nearly 90% of our clients are based in Cleveland and 60% are woman-led businesses. If we were awarded a $10,000 investment, we would invest the funds into these three essential areas. $4,300 will be allotted to our contractors to build out our stock product for the future. $3,000 will be allotted to a new marketing hire in 2021 who will help us attain clients higher up on our offering pyramid. And $2,700 will be allotted to IT upgrades. Over the next 2 years, we will generate $92,000 in incremental revenue attributable to our stock product lines and moving our clients up our offering pyramid. At a 50% profit margin, that translates into a 360% return on your investment. Thank you all so much for tuning in to learn more about Auden & Company and our plans for creative mayhem in the upcoming years.
Thank you, Janae. All right, we're up on the Q&A session. Let's give a minute for our judges to join here. And let's start with Angel this time. How about that?
That's
You're
right.
up. All right, cool.
Hey, how are you? Oh, you're on mute.
Hey, you're on mute. Yes. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, you're good. So, Janae, I just want to thank you for that presentation. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I loved your pitch deck, and I love your just explanation of everything. I really don't have many questions. I just wanted to say I think that the internship program is great, and I like the way that you broke down the percentages of where the interns are right now or what they're doing afterwards. I did have one question. Wait, I have to find it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the storytelling aspect of the company? I kind of like that, and I wanted to know a little bit more about what the thought process is behind that and what that means to a client. So me as a small business owner, if I decided to use Auden & Company, what does the storytelling aspect of the process look like, or what's that about?
I sure can. So most branding companies kind of divide their services into a la carte services where you kind of get a logo here, maybe a website, maybe brand photography. We have bundled our services to tell the story of our business through each of those touch points. So your logo is your first impression with your clients. And then we put that to the website, and the website is where your copy is. It's the headlines, the calls to action. So my copywriter focuses on really writing a fantastic story, and then we send you off to the photographer who's now like, I address photography in a way of storytelling. I'm like, headshots are cool, but let's get you lifestyle, let's get you editorial, let's kind of bring the really fun aspects into what it is to own a business. And I sit down with my clients and we kind of have a plan. Or we set a plan, and I'm like, okay, so we're going to this location, that location. And then that all translates to social media and how you interact with your customer. That's a touch point that's super essential that some businesses forget about, is that we are in this digital world where we're going to sit and ask like, oh, are they on social media? Let me go see what their social media aesthetic looks like. So I kind of like through the education side of it, I walk my clients through as much storytelling as we possibly can. And I just think that hits on so many different avenues of branding. So we try to do the big picture.
Awesome. Okay, and one last question. I know that you said that you wanted to use the majority of the money for the stock photo. Explain to us what that is about.
So it's going to be a library of design resources, and it's going to be an educational e-course, which is actually the internship blueprint, which will teach other business owners how to launch a program similar to ours for their business. And that's already locked and loaded and ready to launch in January. It will be pre-made logos, which will offer kind of like semi-custom DIY route for businesses who can't necessarily afford our full package right away. We will have stock images where I work with my photographer, and that will also go to stock social media templates as well. And then in the last quarter of 2021, we will launch our content subscription service for small businesses, where they basically will outsource video and photo and captions to us to do. And we're only taking 4 of those for the first year, because creating content is a lovely thing, but it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Tony, would you like to ask a question?
Yes, Janae, thank you very much for your presentation. Fantastic job and very thorough. One of the things I want to find out is, I know you went through the Jumpstart program for the last 12 weeks. What is one thing that you picked up on that you're going to implement in your business?
I like almost that kind of the KPIs aspect of it. We did the goal and milestones little Google sheet, or I guess Google Sheets for me, but Microsoft for everybody else. And I've literally implemented that into my Asana board, and I've been following it. Like, okay, Janae, we have to launch the website. We have to do this, this, this. And I think just kind of coming at it from that perspective, that sometimes it's hard as a business owner when you're designing and you're running to kind of also be aligned with your goals. So I would say that's the greatest thing that I've taken away, and I've passed that on to my team members as well, like what we're working on. So I think that would be the best, and Phelan and financial side. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Brianna, would you like to ask a question?
Yes, so thank you for your presentation. It was awesome. I really didn't have many questions either. And you just touched on the content creation subscription. Can you talk a little bit more about that? You said that people would outsource that service to you, but can you go into a little bit more detail on that?
Yes, ma'am, I can. So the idea with the content subscription service is that we would be targeting thriving businesses. So businesses that are like 3 years or more that they've been in business. And the idea is for us to sit down, come up with a marketing plan, and almost like we come up with a marketing plan for a quarter is the goal. And we account for social media holidays, any promotions they have. We source the models, we do the photos, multiple locations. We also hire a videographer on to do any video they want, because video is it's already big and it's gonna be even bigger in 2021. So it's basically kind of elevating what we do on a very small scale through our brand photography with our Radiance package, and really elevating that to really create content for business owners. It's a very digital world. And I think we've even learned even more in COVID, it's a super digital world, and businesses have to be able to adapt to that digital world. And that's basically what we're gonna help our clients do.
Cool, really cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any additional questions before we move forward? All right, well, Janae, thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And we are officially almost halfway through. So at this point in time, I'm going to give the judges a couple minutes to score. But I also like to say, usually at about this time when we're all live, many of those that go first always are wishing they were going later and are too nervous being one of the first few and wish they could watch everybody else. But I often say, well, I guess if you're one of the first, then if we're all live, there's usually a lot of food and beverage in the lobby. You can now go take advantage of the food and beverage in the lobby. So that is not how tonight is working while we're all in one location, but at least virtually, I hope that the first three who presented tonight can relax a little bit, unwind at home, and enjoy the next four. A couple of things I wanted to mention before moving on is that there are two people critical to what's happening tonight and what's happened over the last 12 weeks that I'd like to mention thank yous for. The person behind the scenes tonight that's producing the entirety of this event is Freddie Coffey from Jumpstart's marketing team, and I would like to give him a heartfelt thank you for making things move so seamlessly tonight and flawlessly. And then one of the voices you may hear slightly in the background is Chanel Johnson, who's the administrator of the program. So everything that led to tonight in terms of organizing the program, getting everybody acclimated, prepared, getting the pitches in on time, and getting everybody prepared and ready for this evening falls on Chanel's responsibilities. So I'd like to thank her as well. With that 2 minutes of time there, I'd like to move on to the next presentation of the evening, which is from Cody Goodman from Labor Loft. And Cody, you are up for your 10 minutes of time. Good luck.
Today, I'll be presenting Labor Loft, where we supply helping hands on demand. Have any of you ever been in a situation where you have a project where you either need to call a large specialized company for something small or have to do it yourself? Those days are now over. When someone thinks about general laborers, they usually think about someone who moves boxes, pulls weeds, shovels gravel, or carries tools. We do all of that, but we also have an advantage of doing non-traditional labor work as well. This is me as a pet store Santa Claus, as an example of non-traditional labor that we can provide. Our laborers can essentially help you with almost any task. If you supply the equipment and instructions, we'll handle the rest. We can do flashcards with your children, do your dishes, clean your office weekly, or help you decorate your Christmas tree. As you can see, we can help with niche projects that most companies cannot. Our customers need vetted and affordable helpers and lack the time to do a job by themselves. Today, the solution to those issues are unvetted helpers from Craigslist or calling an expensive specialized company. Many of our prospective employees lack the skills to gain a career and desperately need a more flexible schedule. Currently, their options are temp agencies, becoming an independent contractor, or unemployment. Our solution is a mobile app specifically made for unique gigs. In our app, customers can be matched with help from a laborer near the location for an affordable price as long as the customer provides the equipment and instructions for the task. For our laborers, they get to learn new skills or on a flexible schedule while earning a competitive wage as an employee at Labor Loft. Based on our data from over 6,000 hours of labor worked, we have determined that our target customers are people between the ages of 40 and 65 that are busy, live with a minimum of 3 people, and live a lifestyle that is aware of the budget. Here's how we compare to some of our competition. First, we have Craigslist, where prices vary tremendously for unreliable and unscreened candidates. They are the most risky, but generally still affordable. Second, we have Steady, who is both risky and unaffordable. Lastly, we have the main gig economy task-based apps that are extremely expensive, averaging at about $35 an hour for general help. For something like moving labor, this price may seem somewhat feasible, but for everyday tasks like washing dishes or sweeping, those prices just do not make sense. Also, these apps are generally limited to only large cities as well. As you can see, LaborLoft hits the equilibrium point when compared to our competitors. This is how our pricing model works. We charge our customers $20 per hour per laborer. Our workers earn an average of $15 an hour, leaving us with $5 an hour of profit per laborer. Since July of 2018, we have done this cycle 6,000 plus times to earn over $95,000 in revenue. We recently changed our prices from $15 an hour to $20, and we have not seen a decrease in business. Up until we received grant money from Jumpstart, word of mouth was where 98% of our jobs have come from. One person would have us come work and have a great experience, so they would tell their friends, and those friends would tell their neighborhood. We have proven our manual concept on a local level. 60% of our jobs are residential work where we do household tasks like changing light bulbs, yard work, and cleaning. 25% of our work is business clients where we work with companies doing things like moving and packing boxes. 15% of our jobs are with contractors like electricians and plumbers. Currently, there are 3 ways to book a gig with us. You can book on our website, call us at 844-90-LABOR, or send us an email like this one from Katy Perry, requesting a few laborers to help her set up tables, chairs, and decorations for her wedding. All of these methods have worked very well to date, but they take people, money, and time to manually respond. This is our future growth strategy. Within a few clicks, businesses and individuals will be able to receive the extra help that they need. We will do this by pairing general laborers with those in need of help through our convenient app. This app will not only be helpful for our customers, but to LaborLoft as well. With the extra time and money, we can reallocate it towards our marketing efforts to get more people employed. This app has been the plan from day one, but there were many things that we needed to validate before it would make sense to build. Here is our validation timeline. When LaborLoft first started, I worked on every single job. The first point of validation that we needed was to see if this concept worked beyond myself, without me on the job. I then started sending workers on jobs without me, and it went great. Until Q2 of 2019, the only way to book a gig with us was verbal, phone call, or text. Then we started doing bookings through our website. We have since seen the majority of our bookings through our website. In Q1 of 2020, we received our first online payment. Before this, the only way the business was paid was through our cash or checks. Moving to online payments took a large administrative burden out of the equation of collecting payments and keeping track of which workers were holding on to payments and coordinating for those to be deposited. In Q1 of 2021, we will have all of our customers and employee-facing operations ran directly through our mobile app. This piece of validation is necessary for business growth. Here's our team. My name is Cody Goodman, and I'm the owner of LaborLoft. I'm a part-time student at Cleveland State University, majoring in business management. I have 7 years of experience in the gig economy and 4 years of experience working in startups. This is Brandon Martin, my CTO, Jessica Yax, my CFO, and Chris Wentz, my advisor. These 3 all have a college degree, own a business, and over 10 years of experience in their respective fields with specific focuses on startups. 2019 was our first full year in business. We decided early on that the goal was not to make money for our first few years, but to use this time to grow a customer base to further validate our business. In 2020, we have been preparing to create our app to give us the ability to grow at a quicker rate. In 2021, we will launch our app and fully implement our price increase. This will reduce the speed of our operating expense growth moving forward and increase our profit margins. In 2022, we will be seeing a ton of the results of the years prior through increased revenue, profit margins, and number of jobs booked. All of this financial growth will bring our employee headcount to 35. This is how we plan to reach our customers. We will mix old school tactics like word of mouth, flyering, and press with modern tactics like search engine optimization, search engine marketing, and a referral. We believe our referral program will be the tactic with the best return on investment. During week 4 of the Impact program, we received a $1,000 grant from Jumpstart. We worked our magic and turned the $1,000 into $5,000 through our first marketing campaign. We spent half on search engine marketing and flyers, and then we spent the other half by investing in our referral program to have it included directly in our upcoming app. We decided to fan the referral flames by doubling down and giving better incentive for referrals because our data shows that the majority of our work has come from word of mouth. We are seeking $10,000 to use on developing our mobile app and marketing it. This app will automate 85% of our current manual processes like payroll, invoicing, scheduling, and onboarding of customers and workers. This extra time allows for us to grow the company and employ more Clevelanders. The $10,000 would help our situation tremendously, but app development and marketing is very expensive. We plan to raise a seed round in Q1 of 2021 and are actively accepting introductions to investors. By 2022, we plan to make an impact socially by assisting 10 laborers to find a career that they would be interested in and reaching out to newly discharged service members to show them the benefits of working with LaborLoft. For financial impact, we plan to increase our team by 3 full-time members and 25 part-time laborers. Our goal is to help fight unemployment by teaching the underemployed the skills to gain a career. We like to consider our gigs as a sample platter of the trades. This model is what gives us the ability to quickly bring on more workers and teach them real-life skills. Thank you all for your time. Are there any questions?
All right, thank you, Cody. We'll just give it a second for the judges to join here. All right, Tony, would you like to lead?
Sure. How you doing, Cody?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. Hey, thanks again for doing your presentation. And one thing is I can definitely see your passion into your business. Can you walk us through a little bit as far as how you thought about this idea and, if anyone motivated you or, just how this came about?
Yeah, so I used to work for a local startup, and during that time I was just working for equity, and I was doing side gigs as something to kind of pay the bills. And throughout high school and college, I also was doing these kind of just small gigs that you didn't really need experience or any kind of tools for. And eventually I decided that this would be a good company to start since I had so much success doing it.
Awesome. And then another question I have is what kind of challenges do you see in the next, 3 to 4 months? And also with these, how are you going to overcome it? And how are you going to get things, what do you want to accomplish, in the beginning of the year? Because that's when a lot of businesses are looking to make, changes and just adjustments and just add different things to it.
Right, for sure. Yeah. So some of the problems that I think we're going to face is, especially as COVID numbers are rising, is issues of having workers in the home. So last time that COVID numbers got pretty high, we pivoted a little bit more towards temporary staffing for like moving companies and working with handymen and electricians. So that's kind of how we're going to face that. And we're also, I think that app development is going to be a little bit of an issue, but really just doubling down and making sure that we're working with the right people is how we're going to face that one as well.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Brianna, would you like to ask a question?
Sure. Good evening. Great presentation. I actually just had one question. So you said you'll have 3 new full-time equivalent jobs. What do you anticipate those jobs or those people doing?
Yep. So HR, app development, and we're also going to be bringing on an accountant to help us raise funds.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Angel, would you like to ask a question or two?
Hey, Cody, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I love the concept of this. I want to work here. Look, I'm like, is there a job that I can do? This sounds so cool.
Oh, thank you.
Brianna actually just asked my question, so I guess look, I'm like looking on my notes, but so how many people do you actually have working? Do you ever find it like difficult, or are you ever afraid that you might get so many jobs and then have to backtrack and find the people?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a very strange supply and demand scenario where you're always trying to make sure that there's like a middle point between it. Right now we have 5 people, and I almost always have about 5 to 10 other people that are willing to come onto payroll if we start seeing a spike. But yeah, right now we have 5 people that are working pretty consistently. And we've kind of dimmed things down a little bit during app development just to kind of keep the administrative side a little bit lighter, just because there's so much going on, obviously, as you would know, to develop an app. But yeah, that's how we're doing it. And yeah, if you're looking for anywhere to work, come give me a call.
So the people that work for you, do they are they contractors or are they actual W-2 employees?
They're all employees.
Awesome. And what's the average amount of hours that a person could get if they work for you?
Yeah, so right now the average is probably like 20 to 25. Eventually, once we have the app up, people can decide very easily of how many hours they'd like to work, because at that point they're their own boss. They accept and deny a gig when it comes in, and they can set their schedule up to whatever hours that they would like. They can turn the notifications off for it, or even if they want to work outside of their availability, they can turn on what we call in the app grind mode. So yeah, but right now it's probably about 20, 25 hours a week.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Great. Any final questions? No? All right. Well, Cody, thank you very much. And again, congratulations for finishing up this evening.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Thanks. We'll give the judges a minute or two to score, but I just want to mention one thing that isn't able to happen this evening because we're remote, which is that normally in conjunction with the showcase, when we have everybody here presenting in person, it allows the businesses to set up displays in the lobby here at Jumpstart and promote their products or services, and allow the attendees to go and interact with the businesses during breaks, leading into the event, following the event, and learn more about those products and services, and in some situations sample, right, the products or services. So we're not able to do that since we're virtual, and you'll hear about a very interesting product and service-based business coming up here in a second. But I want to emphasize that all the businesses tonight have put a lot of time and effort into getting prepared. And again, normally the in-person dynamic allows us as the audience to try and give back a little bit when we get to interact with them separate from the presentations in the lobby, on evenings like tonight. Since that's not possible, I would really strongly encourage everybody in the audience to try to jot down every business that's presenting tonight, and try to locate them online, learn more about them, and either go meet them in person and take advantage of their businesses, or purchase their products online. We're not able to do the lobby display, but we hope everybody in their mind can try to create that lobby display and take advantage of what's being offered through these businesses after tonight's events. It's a big need for so many businesses this year on the heels of what's gone on in the pandemic, and it's much appreciated by the businesses and by all of us who are contributing tonight here at Jumpstart to help support the community. So with that being said, I'd like to move on to our next presentation of the evening, which is Carlos Ramos from the T-Lab. And Carlos is excited to tell you all about his businesses. All right, good luck.
Hi, my name is Carlos E. Ramos, and I'm the proud owner of the Tea Lab, Cleveland's largest purveyor of premium loose leaf teas from around the world. I'm a born and raised Clevelander and 100% Puerto Rican, making the Tea Lab the only Latino-owned tea shop in Northeast Ohio. I have 20 years advertising and marketing experience and 15 years in retail management. As you can tell by my size, I'm a big foodie. Being a foodie means having a distinct palate that is a bonus in the tea business. Both my grandfathers owned farms in Puerto Rico where they grew their own coffee and herbs. Not only did I learn a great work ethic, I learned the love of quality food and the importance of helping your neighbors. In 2016, I had the opportunity to buy a fledgling tea company. The Tea Lab sold premium loose leaf teas as a counter to all the coffee shops in the area. It had 100 teas, a clean modern look, and a decent reputation. I was a customer at the Tea Lab, so I always appreciated the business. It had good bones. I was able to buy the business with 2 stores for a great deal, very turnkey. What I found out, to my wife's chagrin, was that it wasn't making any money. Under my direction, I increased the growth by double digits every year, launched my first e-commerce site, created a social media presence, improved the tea selection, got the stores involved in community outreach, and did a major price adjustment to make the company more profitable. Last year, my efforts paid off when the Tea Lab was voted the best tea shop in Cleveland. Needless to say, my wife isn't mad at me anymore. The Tea Lab offers an approachable design, welcoming all kinds of tea lovers and all budgets with an extensive selection of loose leaf teas, tisanes, and healthy herbals. Did you know that tea is the most drunk beverage in the world after water? In 2019, Americans drank 84 billion cups of tea for a revenue worth over $214 billion. With 87% of millennials drinking tea, the Tea Lab is targeting a growing market. Gen X and Z have also been perpetuating the sales of the growth of specialty teas. Another reason for tea's growth is people are becoming more aware of the great health benefits of tea. Tea is naturally hydrating with no sugar, fat, or sodium, so it's better for you than those sports drinks. Black teas are heart healthy, oolongs and green teas help weight loss and cancer prevention, and white teas are antiviral and great for the skin. Coffee drinkers are switching over as tea is less acidic. Over the past 4 years, I've discovered that the Tea Lab customer is between 25 to 64 years old, affluent, and college educated, skews slightly more female than male. Many tea shops have a feminine aesthetic, so our unpretentious store layout is welcoming to many tea drinkers. Most of our customers are health conscious and support our local businesses. Several corporate tea companies have come and gone trying to capture the growing tea market. Shopping malls have expensive footprints, which gives the Tea Lab a competitive advantage. We have a specialized product which requires an educated and no-pressure customer-focused staff. Because we are local, I can find affordable rents in local neighborhoods. We support our communities, and in turn, they support our stores. While we try to keep up with some trends, we maintain a solid lineup of teas while responding to customers' needs more effectively. My marketing and advertising background, I have spent the past 4 years building the Tea Lab brand. Luckily, when COVID hit, the Tea Lab was considered an essential business, so we never closed. With our new e-commerce site, we were able to maintain our business. Although an expense, we offered free shipping with orders of $50 plus to our customers. And we also offer in-store pickup. Our e-commerce platform translates from computer to tablet to mobile, making shopping with us convenient and minimizing contact. We introduced a line of prepackaged tins to expand our wholesale business. And we are looking to add UPC codes and nutritional facts to get our products into supermarkets. Recently, we relaunched a new website with a better platform with social media support. We currently have 2 brick-and-mortar storefronts and are working on opening a 3rd location in the next few years. I have also been working with local bars and restaurants as an additional source of revenue. Initially, I started the free shipping program to compete with the big box sites. I knew it would cost me profits, but what could I do? To my surprise, my average sales increased from $22 to $45. The year to date, my online sales skyrocketed 472%. Online sales have become 20% of total sales. With the online sales increasing so dramatically, I've diverted from opening a third location to focus on strengthening our e-commerce business. Marketing-wise, the T-Lab used Jumpstart's initial grant to subscribe to Yex, which puts us on all social media platforms. We run ads on Google as needed, and we do daily posts on Facebook and Instagram. We recently launched a monthly newsletter with emails we've acquired from our loyalty program. Our future plans include launching a YouTube channel as a tool to educate people about tea and promote the T-Lab. Promoting a business during COVID is difficult, with 4 out of 5 people shopping online and more than half of them making their purchases on their mobile devices. I believe the best way to promote the T-Lab is through search engine optimization and social media. In addition to the T-Lab social media platform, I want to create a YouTube channel. 95% of YouTubers are 35 years and older, so we can target our core demographic more efficiently by creating a library of informative and educational videos while building a loyal audience. YouTube will also allow us to add a new stream of revenue for the T-Lab. As you can tell by my numbers, we have had an increase in sales every year I've owned the T-Lab. And even with this pandemic, we're on target to reach another 20% increase in revenue. You can see how the pandemic caused an immense reaction in online sales this year. And we're just in the midst of the holiday season. We're on target to hit our goal of over $300,000 in sales revenue. While I tend to be superstitious, I believe we will continue to maintain double-digit growth in the next few years. With the addition of SEO marketing and professional videos on YouTube, I expect to generate an additional $60,000 in revenue by 2022. While we support community efforts, I also believe in adding to the community by hiring people from the neighborhood. All the T-Lab employees live within 4 miles of the stores, undergo a 3-week training period, and submit to Board of Health exams. As we expand, we will continue to hire neighborhood people. By opening up a third location on the east side in 2022, we should hit our projected target of almost $630,000 in revenue. Before we can achieve that, our e-commerce site will need to be on solid footing and maintain a yearly growth of 15% in the upcoming years. We will continue to expand our wholesale business and look forward to launching our YouTube channel to add to our revenue stream. If awarded the $10,000 grant, the T-Lab will hire a social media specialist to increase exposure and drive traffic to our site. We will hire a videographer to create high-quality videos to launch our YouTube channel. I will also invest in creating UPC codes and get nutritional facts labeling to expand our select product line to outside vendors. Thank you for letting me have the opportunity to share my story with you. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have at this time.
All right. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We will have the judges begin here. Brianna, would you like to start?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Carlos, for your presentation. I only had one question. Have you done a market analysis on how much revenue or how much more business you think you would get from YouTube videos? I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there. There's millions of YouTube videos going out each and every day. I think it's really hard to get into YouTube and get a lot of followers. So I understand that a nice portion of the $10,000 would go towards a videographer so that you could post YouTube videos, but do you know what you would see from that investment?
I don't have exact numbers, but based on what I've seen and what I've talked to other people about, it'll be something that'll grow over time. It won't be essential to my business, but as things grow, it's going to be something that provides both an additional marketing opportunity and additional revenue. So over time, I'm not going to be one of these people that retires off being on YouTube, but I use it as a support for the business that we have existing.
Okay, thank you.
I'm muted. Sorry. Angel, would you like to ask a question or two?
Sure.
Everybody.
Hi, Carlos. How are you?
Hey, Angel, how are you?
I'm doing well. Great presentation. I love the fact that you're taking advantage of the e-commerce during the pandemic, because I know that's all I do is shop. And I shop in the middle. I just pick up my phone real quick and start ordering stuff. So that's great that you really tapped into that. So at first you said you were going to kind of put off the third location. So the third location is going to be put off to 2022 based on how the e-commerce goes. Is that?
Well, I'm sorry, did you finish your question?
Yeah.
Okay. It's on hold because e-commerce is such a growing market for us right now. It's been tremendous how fast it's grown. So what we're doing and what we want to do with the 10,000 is really make sure that we can continue the momentum of the e-commerce site. Mm-hmm. So as long as we're doing that whole structure, we're going to start building revenue, and hopefully the revenue from the website will support days like this where people are not allowed to come into the store. So it's been Small Business Saturday was a boon to my one store. It was just tremendous. So we want to maintain that growth. I see the potential of it being a foundation of the business going forward.
Okay. And
eventually, once we get that going and in place, we'll be able to, I see the e-commerce site as a third store. So it's that option that people have when they're either on the east side or somewhere else where they can't get to either the downtown store or the Lakewood store.
Okay. Darn it, I just forgot.
That's okay.
All right, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Hi, Tony.
If it pops back up, let me know.
Tony.
Hey, Carlos, how are you?
Hi, Tony. How are you?
Oh, excellent. So when you've been talking about your marketing channels as far as, to be successful, I know you listed probably like 6 different things here. Which one of those is important for you going into next year, and why?
That's a tough question. They're all important in what way?
For your success, especially
because they all have different
COVID,
strengths.
And with starting a new year, which one do you think will be great for your business?
They've all turned out to be great. So Facebook is my daily communication with people, where Google Ads really helped promote different events, different things. So it gets that immediate reaction from people. And Yext is just, I've seen with Yext a growth in reaching out beyond Cleveland. So we've been getting a lot of business from out of Cuyahoga County and out of Ohio. So it's been a growing business. So I'd probably they're all symbiotic. So
how about your loyalty program?
I'm sorry?
How about the loyalty program? Because I really like that.
Locally, that has been tremendous. And one of the things that we've done with the loyalty program, because it was based on you coming into the store, we still offer that to people with the in-store pickup. So they'll place their order online. We will give them their bonus points through there and just drop it in the bag. And then we give them an online rebate when they complete the card. It's been a tremendous low cost way of really getting return business.
All right, thank you for explaining.
Sure.
Any final question? No?
Do you
All right.
remember Angel?
One more question.
Oh, you do? Who did? Angel?
Can you kind
All
of
right.
talk about what type of impact you want to make to the city with the T-Lab?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Can you talk about what type of impact you want to make to the city with the T-Lab?
I really want to be the neighborhood store. I want to be that unique kind of community place where people come out. And we've seen it with Lakewood. We've seen it pre-COVID with the Cleveland store. Obviously, we're in the Fifth Street Arcade, and between COVID and the riots this summer, things have slowed down a lot. But we've any chance we can to reach out to the community and be supportive, we've always done that. And it's something that I just feel strongly about. And when we're looking at an East Side location, that will also be part of the idea of what we want to do. We want to be able to be a place where people will come. There's nothing greater than when we were able to do it, have people just sit down and have a cup of tea and just enjoy slowing down. You know, if you look at a coffee house, everybody's sitting on there with their laptops open and they're just dug in. But when you're sitting down at a tea shop, you're having conversation and you're talking to each other. I think that's one of the things I love about my stores.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations. Welcome to the Impact Graduate Club.
Thank you. Finally.
All right, that's right. Giving the judges just a second here. I think, one group I mentioned earlier in the opening comments that is critical to the program are the advisors, the 2 advisors that are assigned to the businesses for the entirety of the 12-week program. Because they do a lot of the support work between class sessions, like I mentioned, and then also work on the relevant business issues from a day-to-day perspective, which again are unique these days. And so I'd like to thank some of my colleagues here at Jumpstart who participated as some of the advisors in the cohort. And then we actually had the largest amount of advisors from outside Jumpstart, or external advisors this time, from 3 particular groups that I'd like to thank as well. First is we had some mentors from a group called SCORE in the community that provides mentoring to small businesses. So I'd like to thank SCORE for their continued involvement as advisors. Jumpstart has its own Encore mentoring program, predominantly for minority mentors and minority mentees that we leveraged for advisors in this cohort. So I'd like to thank the Encore mentoring program mentors for participating. And then I believe we had a mentor from the Burton D. Morgan mentoring program as well. So I'd like to thank, again, those 3 organizations, programs, et cetera, that contributed to creating our base of advisors so that each one of these 7 businesses could have a few advisors for the duration of the 12 weeks. Thank you. I guess I was an advisor for the first time for this cohort, which I'm mentioning now because I was the advisor for the next business. And the reason for that is because we've never had an attorney. We've never had a law office go through the cohort before, and my background is legal, so it made a good fit for me to help Arlisha. But I just am mentioning that because even through 10 cohorts, we continue to get new unique business types that want to take advantage of the impact program. And if you're seeing something of interest tonight as an audience member that incentivizes you to want to participate in the impact program, I'll have some information here in a bit as to how you can go ahead and apply and participate in the future. Without further ado though, I'd like to hand it off to Arlisha Wilson to talk about her law office. Arlisha, you're up.
Hey, I am Arlisha, and I'm also known as the People's Esquire. That just means I'm an attorney, right? I solve legal problems for everyday people who are in the justice gap. Now, you'll hear me refer to the justice gap a number of times throughout the presentation, so I want to define it for you. It's basically an underserved part of the legal market whose financial position limits their ability to access a lawyer, which also limits their ability to access justice. Now, I'm really passionate about this, you guys. I love doing this work. So I launched a survey because I wanted to understand further the identity of the people in the justice gap. Here's what I learned. These are people who have civil legal problems. They're not criminal problems. So this involves things like divorces or bankruptcies or even an eviction. And 70.4% of people reported that they had personally experienced a civil legal problem. About 14% of them reported that they were able to comfortably afford a $5,000 retainer. That's the typical retainer in the legal industry, and only 14.3% of people can afford it. That is crazy. If we lower that number to 500, then suddenly that increases to almost 80%. People are then able to access justice, and that is why I do what I do. I stand in the justice gap so that people can access legal services. So I'm a Cleveland native, born and raised here in Cleveland, love my city. I also care deeply about people and their access to justice, so much so that Cleveland.com named me their homegrown hero in 2019. I was really excited that they would acknowledge my work in the justice gap, really excited. So there are 3 different areas of law that I practice. The first one involves bankruptcy. About 37% of my cases, people come to me with issues involving debt, where they have to file bankruptcy. About 36% of my practice involves real estate. People come to us with problems involving their use or ownership of land. And the final part of the practice involves just other civil litigation that doesn't fit neatly into bankruptcy and real estate. So that might involve like a contract dispute between 2 people. These people report that they have really negative emotions around their civil legal problem. So they report being frustrated. They're very, very worried, and they're also embarrassed by this problem that they're facing. And what I try to tell people is, listen, you're not alone, right? There's 1.5 billion people worldwide who are in the justice gap. If we narrow that down and focus locally, that number becomes about 2 million people. But if we further narrow that down to the people who fall really within my practice areas, that number becomes 1 million. And if we look at our firm and compare it to other small local law firms who offer similar services that we do, we really stand out. And a large part of that is just existing in the market with an eye towards serving the underserved. Not many people take this up, right? And so that certainly distinguishes us. A second part of that is flexibility and transparency in our billing processes. So many people have anxiety around legal fees and how much they cost. And so we're able to provide that transparency and that flexibility that gives them what they need to feel comfortable to move forward. I'm sharing this customer feedback with you because these words, they come directly from clients, and they really highlight the essence of what it means to be the People's Esquire, right? We give legal services, we treat people with respect, and we're very concerned about making sure that they understand what it is that they're going through and how we're going to get them out of it. We have a team around us who support this work. So of course there's me, and I have a virtual assistant, and then I also have a part-time paralegal. So here's the graphic that we use to represent the client journey. It may be a little complex, and we can certainly go in depth in the Q&A, but what I really want you to understand here is that we go to market in 4 different ways, right? So we use Facebook and Instagram to reach people and help people discover us. We also list in legal directories, and then we have a very large referral network of people who just refer clients to us, and we take them and convert them and make them happy clients. So here's the traction that we've been able to gain since starting the firm, right? We started in June of 2018. This was right after I graduated from law school. I had just received my bar license. I was so excited, I started serving clients. And so feeling so good about this work, I'm like, okay, I want to serve 20 people by the end of 2018. Okay, come the end of the year, I realized, whoa, I did it. I served 30 people, right? I exceeded that goal. And so I was so excited about that. The goal in 2019 became, okay, how can we double that number? I want to double the number. So at the end of 2019, I learned I exceeded that goal once again. And so I was super excited about that. So I went into 2020. I quit my full-time job that I had worked the entire time. And now I was full-time in the business. And so the goal for me became, how do we grow to 6 figures? I want to reach 6 figures. So of course, at the beginning of the 2020 with the global pandemic, that kind of slowed us down a little bit, but listen, we almost made it. And that's the exciting part. And so based on that, I wanted to dream a little bit bigger. So we've created this growth strategies. We have 5 of them. How we'll spend $10,000 to reach $1 million in revenue by 2023. First thing is going to be automation, right? We want to streamline the processes in the firm. We're going to spend about $2,500 on a consultant to make sure that everything is working efficiently, that the firm is very effective in terms of how time is spent. The second part of this is introducing a new practice area. Super excited about this part, y'all. So I'll be practicing fair housing law, and this is really law that was born out of the civil rights legacy. So I get to continue the work representing people who are in the justice gap. But the difference here is that we get to have higher value in these cases, and the defendants pay the judgment, right? And so we get to have a team of people going after people who discriminate against those who are in the justice gap. This really came to me, I would say by fate. A woman reached out to me and she's like, hey, I see the work that you're doing in the justice gap. There's not many attorneys doing this type of work. So I want to say you should start practicing fair housing law. And I was like, oh, really? She's like, yes, it'll be a great fit. I have 2 mentors who've done this for the last 20 years. I've already spoken with you. They're eager to work with you. And so I'm so grateful to have a team around me to support this work. So I'm going to spend $1,900 on a fair housing law handbook that'll make sure that I can try these cases successfully. The third growth strategy includes online courses. So these courses will be geared toward the DIYer, the person who has just a simple legal problem. It's a problem they can fix with just a little bit of guidance. So we're going to give them 2 to 5 hours of automated content so that they can find solutions for themselves. And we'll spend $1,900 building that platform. The fourth growth strategy is involving introducing a landlord-tenant app. So we're going to spend $1,600 building this app. The good part is not going to be a huge tech lift because there's no code involved. So this app will have a nationwide reach, and it'll really be a way for landlords and tenants to really understand the nuances of their relationship. If you know anything about landlord-tenant relationship, there's an imbalance of power in this relationship. And really the only way to fix that is if everyone knows their rights and their obligations. So we're excited about that app. We're also going to introduce new marketing channels. So you heard me mention that we have 2 social media channels that we use to help clients discover us. So we're going to introduce LinkedIn, Google, and YouTube. And as a result of that, we're going to double our leads and reduce the costs to acquire these clients. So here's how this hits the pro forma. This first year, 2021, we're going to grow to $500,000. So excited about that. My mentor basically said that you can acquire at least 1 fair housing case per month. So I have no doubt that I can comfortably acquire 5 new fair housing cases, just a conservative estimate, and coupled with increase in general litigation, the other cases that I have been already handling. I know that we can reach that mark. We're going to continue that growth by introducing the app in 2022. We're going to hire some staff to help us carry out this work. And by 2023, we're going to hit that $1 million. And I'm so excited about it. So, along with increasing our revenue, what we want to do is scale our social impact. And a great part of this is going to involve a community-based marketing initiative. And this is where we take dollars, we allocate them toward marketing, and we put them directly into the community as opposed to, a larger corporation. So this might show up as us, showing up at voter polls, right, with coffee and donuts and branded material so that people understand who we are and what we do. We're also going to maintain our commitment to pro bono cases. Right now, I have a partnership with Legal Aid where I handle maybe 2 to 3 pro bono cases per year. We're going to ramp that up to about 7 cases per year. Third strategy involves a fair housing fund. Really excited about this one because I'll further get to support people in the justice gap by having this fund that will cover expenses for indigent clients with fair housing issues. And then finally, we're going to create jobs, right? We're going to hire some new attorneys and we're going to have these externships for law students and student paralegals so that we can further support them. Thank you so much for listening. This is my plan to grow my business to a $1 million law firm by spending $10,000. Thank you so much for listening, and I ask for your support.
Thank you, Arlisha. All right. Cool. Well, Angel, you want to go first? What's that?
I have no questions.
She has no further questions. It sounds like she's litigating against you. That's good.
Right. The presentation was well done. You answered all of my questions. I think your plan for $1 million sounds great. Y'all people, y'all been busy during the pandemic. Y'all got your brains working. Y'all really, I'm all of the contestants tonight. I'm really excited about this, but no, I have no questions.
All right, cool. Tony?
Arlisha, awesome presentation. That was fantastic. It's congratulations also as far as starting your own business in a short period of time. And I guess one thing I want to ask you is, so I know it looks like you really took this this 12-week program very serious, and you really picked up a lot of different ideas. Can you explain some of the things that really made a big impact for you?
Yes, this program has really been tremendous. Really, I think the milestone and the goal setting really was helpful for me because I was able to plan out exactly the things that I want to do and have a date associated with them so that I can hold myself accountable. But more than anything, working with Phelan with the financial projections was really powerful for me. Because our first round, I had projections and I was like shooting for $150,000. And I'm just like, wait a minute, how do I dream bigger? And so just that process of having a clear understanding of the input that is required to get something out of the business, it's powerful and it's game changing. And I'm so grateful for that opportunity.
Awesome, thank you.
Hello, Arlisha. It's so good to see you. I echo the other 2 judges. You did an amazing job on your presentation. I just had one question. The landlord-tenant app that you discussed, at the bottom of the slide, it said it was up to $50 per month per download. Can you explain what that is?
Sure. So I am still working out the details around what the pricing will look like because with that spend, I'll be able to hire a consultant to really help me build out the app. But just initially, my initial thoughts are going to be that landlords can pay a fee to use this app. It'll be a great way for them to store lease agreements, to store photos of the property, to store even communications with tenants, because all of that stuff is really critical when it comes to litigating landlord-tenant issues. And so that is sort of the thought behind the app. And the pricing is just a monthly fee that they'll pay to use the app. They'll have the ability to, associate their branding with the app if they choose. But that's sort of where we're started. I'm sure we're going to refine the idea as we move through building out the app, but that's the starting point for us.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Arlisha. But now you've mentioned Phelan. I believe somebody else mentioned Phelan. So I did obviously thank all the advisors for their contributions to the businesses and mention the 2 advisors that are assigned to each business. However, one advisor who's been mentioned a few times is actually assigned to all the businesses as the person to assist them with financial projections. His name is Phelan Spence, and obviously he is phenomenal if you've heard him this many times be mentioned during this evening. So not only is tonight graduation of the Impact Program, it's clearly your official your entry into the Phelan Spence fan club. And as I'm sitting here, I pretty much believe that Angel, you're the one that started the Phelan Spence fan club as well. So Phelan, if obviously you're watching, special shout out from everybody here who appreciates all the work you've done on the financial projections with them. So we are, as they say, rounding third and heading home. We have one more, thank you, Arlisha. We have one more presentation to conclude the evening. And Jamise Smith is the first accounting firm, just like we just had Arlisha be the first law firm. Jamise is the first accounting firm to come and participate in the Impact Program. So again, very pleased that she derived benefit from the program, especially because when I mentioned that financial projections are a critical part of the program, there were times I'm sure Jamise was teaching us as much as we were teaching her, but another appreciative participant in the program. And for those that are thinking of ways to join a future cohort, whether you're a law firm, accounting firm, or anything in between, any type of product or service business, after Jamise is done presenting, I will share with you how to apply. But with that being said, Jamise, you're up, and good luck.
Welcome to the Hope Accounting Firm. My name is Jamise Smith. I'm the owner and accounting professional here at the firm. I'm a mother to a 5-year-old and a singer, done some background vocals, live shows, open for people like, I don't know, Brian McKnight. I am a daughter to 2 military parents, so I'm definitely a military brat. And with that kind of drive and determination, perseverance, I've been able to last over 17 years in the accounting and finance industry. I've served and educated over 400 businesses and helped them have a deeper financial understanding in their business. And most recently have been nominated as 2020 Top 100 Leaders in Finance by the Global Conference of Insurance and Finance. Have you ever been, have you ever received a financial letter that caused stress to you or your business? 29% of small businesses have felt chronically stressed about their finances. This is according to Workplace Insight back in 2018. And as you and I know, here in 2020, everybody's stressed about everything, right? So receiving a financial letter, maybe for an expense that you didn't expect, could definitely put you over the edge. So here at our firm, we just want to be more proactive in our approach with clients to plan as much as possible, then to be reactive and receive that letter, be completely stressed out, and then have to plan afterwards with what comes with that can be completely stressful. So at the Hope Accounting Firm, we are a minority-led firm, full service management. We focus on tax planning, forecasting, and accounting. And for small businesses that struggle with bookkeeping and money management, we just want to provide a peace of mind to them, right? Be proactive and offer them customized support strategy about maximizing their cash flow and their profits. Our services include accounting and bookkeeping, virtual CFO services, tax planning and processing, customized small business assessments, and our small business financial empowerment program that we call Profitable Excellence. Our target customer is small businesses with over 6 figures worth of sales, specifically in the restaurant, legal, and nonprofit sector, as they have highly regulated tax and accounting processes. For law firms, we're keeping attorneys from being disbarred, okay? We're gonna help them with their finances and their trust accounts. For restaurants, we want to keep their liquor licenses, right? Keep them open. So helping them with their accounting processes and keeping their tax filings on time. And for nonprofits, just making sure that they perform ethically within their practices and keeping their books on point so they don't get shut down. The go-to market strategy for these industries is word of mouth and referrals. social media, our website pictured in the top right there, our office location at West 26th and Detroit Avenue, which is the second picture on the slide there, which I'm actually sitting in today, our organizational affiliates, and our webinars and trainings. And we just want to mention it's a big deal for us to be over 90% referred by our clients. We are very proud and very honored to be referred by our clients to bring us more business in that capacity. So building out the other 10%, which is credibility, putting educational content out there that's urgent, crucial, and insightful for our potential clients through our website, through social media, TV, our partners. And so I've given a couple of examples of just some organic growth. This is not boosting nor ads. So a couple months ago, we posted on LinkedIn, we got over 100 views of organic traffic to that post. And then just a couple months, like a month or so ago, we posted something else and we are having over almost 400 views on that same LinkedIn portal on my profile. So when we have these potential clients and they come in our office, we definitely want to sit them down and have a consultation, talk about where they are, what they're doing, and where they want to be. And then we want to even educate them inside of that consultation and just let them know some pointers that they could even do differently. And then give them a proposal for service if they wish to start, which will end in an engagement letter to start the service. So what makes us different is that we are minority and women-owned, that we have been nominated as the 2020 Top 100 Leaders in Finance, that we are proactive in our client approach, that we have our affiliate relationships, we have a national internship program with a local focus here in Cleveland, and that we do financial empowerment through our Profitable Excellence program. With now in pre-launch, we get 1 out of 5 businesses to enroll in that program. So with our financial projections in 2018, I was still very much working full-time in corporate America. As you can see at the bottom, it's just one part-time person, little old me, serving 8 clients that year, making $14,000. Lost a little bit of money, only 10%, not too bad, but not too good either. In 2019, I went full-time into this thing and made $49,000. Still had a profit margin of 47%, and we even got some interns in through the office at that time, serving about 28 clients. In 2020, we were on track to double those numbers, and COVID came in and was like, I don't think so. And so we are just trying to gain balance as every other business is and just break even from 2019, right? So still profit margin expected of 43%, still just me, but we have more interns this year, 10 interns, and we serve 25 clients. Although we didn't lose as many clients, they did scale back in what we were offering them in services. So with the Jumpstart grant funds, we plan on just building that out and marketing our accounting, our consulting, definitely our tax revenue, and even our financial program, making $156,000, still having a good profit margin of 28%. And as you'll notice on the payroll line, it was small in the past, just stipends for interns, but we're going to file taxes as an S Corp, maintain our LLC status, but it will allow me as an owner to be reflected on the payroll. And then as you can see, also bringing in 5 part-time employees, still having interns come through, but serving 350 clients. And then in 2022, increasing that 15 to 20%. So with the use of the Jumpstart Fund, grant funds, we want to definitely use $7,000 of that to develop our marketing and sales strategy with social media ads, with expanding our relationship with Spectrum, who is offering us 3 free weeks of advertising. Huge deal. It's all free on all the local channels. We also want to create a client referral program, being that we are 90% referred. We want to just enhance the software of our financial empowerment program to make sure we can sustain for the businesses that are coming on board, upgrade our hardware and software for our client experience. We want to do professional development, as I am not a CPA, but I do want to go to be an IRS agent, which will put us on the same level as a CPA, but allowing us to still not really have to do with audits, as it's not part of our business model anyway, but definitely being able to give our clients the best experience they can get. And then of course, network and expand relationships with our organizations. So our impact to Cleveland, between our financial program and the local urban league, they want to send over 40 businesses through our program. And with our internship, we'll be able to still educate 10 college students or more. And with the company growth, hiring 2 part-time staff, definitely, and then having 2 to 3 seasonal employees that will help our office and grow jobs in the area. And how we know it'll work is that past issued funds of $1,000 of grant funds, we were able to hire a social media contractor, and we've only spent $400, and we've been able to reach over 7,500 viewers, have 1,400 engagements, 6 new followers, and 1 new client who spent $500 with us. So therefore, we have 100% return on our money because it's not even halfway gone yet. And then also with that 10,000 in grant funds that will allow us to spend that 7,000 in marketing that we talked about earlier, will allow us to reach over 2 million viewers, get 140 engagements, people trying to find us on the website, social media, and just locate us, which we think will turn just 1% is 1,400 consultations through 2021, and getting that 350 new clients that we discussed on our financial projections. So the ROI on these grant funds, if selected, 1 client that usually stays with us for 2 years, that's equal to about $13,000 in revenue. And being 90% referred with our clients, we're likely to see even more revenue from that 1 client. And that's all I have. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Jamise. Thank you. All right. We'll have everybody join in a second here. See, now you can go eat and have a drink. See, you're the last one. So you've been waiting the longest, but congratulations on graduating now and completing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
All right.
you.
Tony, you want to start?
Yes. How are you doing, Janice?
Good. How are you?
Oh, very good. Yeah, thank you for the presentation. I can tell you definitely have a lot of passion and for your business and want to be very successful and just how you explain things. So thank you for that. With your one area that you talked about as far as what makes your company different, for client focus, you mentioned proactive versus reactive approach. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Sure. So when we mention being more proactive, we normally, when you go to an accountant or CPA, you're used to that kind of bank statements, reports type of relationship. There's really no enhancement of beyond that. And we really want to take it beyond that, because if you're just doing bank statements and reports, it's really just, it leaves a lot of room to be reactive to things that may come in, right? Taxes that could be filed, notices that could be sent, things that we aren't really being notified about in a traditional relationship. We want to go beyond that. We're really educational focused. And so we want to prevent those things, which means we're having more meetings with our clients. We're digging more into their businesses. We're digging more into their passions. So that allows us to be proactive, to say, hey, when we file taxes, we notice things. We've been able to save, like, 1 client last year over $10,000 on her taxes just by being proactive, actually looking at her business and looking at her situation and saying, these are the things that we could fix. And she received a letter. It was only like for $500, but we were able to tell her that the letter was coming. Different approach when the letter comes in the mail. You know what I mean? You open it, you're like, oh yeah, I knew this was coming, versus like, oh my God, pick up the phone. Where's Jamise? You know?
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Angel, you have a question? Actually, while Jamise is talking, and I'm thinking accounting, it's kind of like medical billing. It just made me think that when Angel was in your shoes, Jamise, way back when, she branded herself the Fixer. I'm remembering that right now. And she came in with a shirt that said the Fixer. So we miss some of that stuff when we're not in person, where you can make a dramatic entrance and walk through the door. We had people driving bicycles and walking through the door. So it just made me think about that, just because I'm looking at you, Angel, and obviously we hope to be in person again, but I do think Jamise, you and obviously your entire cohort did a great job of being very present virtually today. So sorry, Angel, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Jamise, you did an excellent job. Of course, your financials were on point.
Thank you.
I didn't expect anything less. I'm like, I didn't even want to see them, to be honest, because I was like, oh, I know her financials. But yeah, I think that your presentation was great. I don't have any questions. You answered all of my questions. I don't, you know what? I did have a question. Can you talk about the collaboration with the Urban League a little bit?
Sure. So at the top of last year, we began a relationship with the Urban League. They just kind of wanted me to come in and do a couple tax seminars, being that it was tax season. And the relationship kind of developed from there. So they wanted to know how much I could help the businesses that they were serving. So in that conversation, I told them that we were launching this financial education, financial empowerment for small businesses, and they really were interested to dig in. So in having plenty of conversations over the last couple months about it, they have committed to, you know, sending the businesses through the program. So we are really like kind of digging in the roots of that relationship. I don't, you know, I don't foresee, I also have a relationship with other urban leagues in other cities, but Cleveland has really kind of dug their heels in and said, we want to help businesses and we want you to be a part of it. So right now we're just in the finalizing stages of putting that together so that we can put the word out about businesses being able to sign up for that through them.
And can you talk a little bit about the program, the actual program that the businesses will go through?
Sure. So it's an 8-week program. Right now, we also have launched a 4-week option, but it's an 8-week program, and we dig into the financials. I mean, we do talk about KPIs only because normally they're really integrated with financial information. We go over the profit and loss. We go over accounting systems and processes. We go over budgeting to hire, even, you know, hire your first person. How much should I be making? Where should I be? How much is it going to really cost me? Because people aren't aware, like hiring someone with even a $30,000 salary doesn't really cost you $30,000. It costs you way more than $30,000. You know, so going over those types of things over those 8 weeks. So just almost like packing it all in there so they get all the information they can, and it's customized. So right now we're doing it more one-on-one. So it's not really a group setting, right? They're getting information like for their specific business so they can ask pointed questions and get pointed answers.
Okay. Now, do they pay for this or is Urban League paying for this?
The businesses that come through Urban League, the Urban League will be paying.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Brianna?
Yeah, thanks, Jamise. I just had one question. I saw that you had a slide on your competitors and how you're different from them, but I wanted to know, like in the future, how do you plan to continue to separate yourself from them and make your firm more attractive to your customers?
So the one thing that stood out amongst all of the competitors locally and even regionally in the state is 98% of them don't have a financial program, right? They don't have a vested interest in their clients like we do. We are like, we dig in and we almost consider ourselves a part of your business, right? Because that's the only way that we can really get a proactive approach and really educate that client on their business and how to make their business better. So that educational component that we have like tapped into, where I really am passionate about, is the game changer for me. And we can do it in person, we can do it in groups, we can do it virtual. It's very unique in that space. And we're seeing that a lot, you know, with COVID obviously forcing us to be virtual in that respect. But it's definitely something that will set us apart even going forward, because a lot of CPAs that I've even worked with, or accountants that I've worked with in back office or contract work, it's very transactional, where ours is very relationship based.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Great. Well, I think we've concluded our Q&A for the night. And Jamise, thank you so much for your time, and appreciate your involvement, and congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate everybody, and the advisors have been unparalleled. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Jamise. All right. Well, now that we've concluded the 7 presentations, I think it's important to acknowledge everybody who's presented thus far. It's important to give everybody a virtual round of applause as much as possible. And it's important to acknowledge that they have the most difficult part of the evening. The second most difficult part of the evening is what's about to take place, which is that our judges are going to go into deliberation and decide which one of the 7 businesses will receive the $10,000 prize, and obviously the other 6 will receive $2,500. So we will let the judges deliberate and convene to make their decisions together. That's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes, but we have some announcements to make, which I'd like to inform everybody in the audience about some upcoming programming, as well as some more details on the program that's provided tonight's event. And then we have something we've never had before, which is we have compiled virtually congratulations videos from our prior graduates to congratulate the 10th cohort on tonight's festivities, because that 10th cohort is now uniting with the prior graduates and becoming impact graduates themselves. So we will watch those congratulations videos in a few minutes. But first, I just wanted to share a couple announcements. First and foremost, I explained the impact program earlier. I explained Jumpstart's mission, but what I didn't necessarily explain is that the impact program itself falls within our umbrella small business program, which we call our Core City Cleveland program. And within that program, we provide a number of services and a number of programs and some competitions as well, which provide opportunities for businesses to challenge themselves, to continue their growth trajectory, and to focus in on specific issues of relevance for each one of them. As you can see on this slide, within the Core City Cleveland program, we have advisory services, whether that's meeting with somebody on our deal flow team one-on-one to talk through what should your next steps be within your business. We have one-to-many programming where a number of businesses will meet with an instructor, kind of like the impact program, but maybe more specifically about one topic instead of a variety of topics like within the impact program. So as you see here, we have a number of cohort-based programs. In addition to the impact program, you'll see that we have deep dive workshops here, which encompass things like digital marketing, QuickBooks, talent strategies. And then the other bullet you'll see here is our blueprint program, which we've created recently to be a lead-in to programs like the impact program. So businesses that are a little bit earlier and want to learn about many of the topics that the impact program encompasses, the blueprint program is relevant for you. We also have our Encore mentoring program, which I mentioned earlier, as our Encore mentors participate in the impact program. But our Encore mentoring program, again, is for minority entrepreneurs to work with minority mentors to assist them in, again, providing advisory support and practical day-to-day advice to help those businesses continue to grow. We also have pitch competitions, which tonight is a pseudo pitch competition, but it's really the culmination of a 12-week program. We have a very specific pitch competition coming up next Tuesday, where 10 entrepreneurs who have come in to meet with us with the sole purpose of delivering a 4-minute pitch have made it to the final round of that competition to pitch virtually like tonight. And those 10 entrepreneurs will present their 4-minute virtual pitches about their existing business that either will support the city and its neighboring neighborhoods. The businesses that you will see next Tuesday have the opportunity to win up to $2,500 just by making it to the final round that evening. All the other finalists will make $500 and receive that amount. But these businesses can be at a variety of stages. The Pitch competition is really meant to get these businesses ready for the dynamic of pitching in very short sound bites. That's why those pitches are significantly shorter than the ones that you saw tonight, whereas tonight was the culmination of a lot of work and a lot of intensive assistance. This pitch competition is meant to be more akin to an expanded elevator pitch. So please register to attend and watch next Tuesday night as those 10 entrepreneurs will showcase their pitches for everybody. A couple more events I'd like to mention is that we have some upcoming programming tied to the deep dives that you saw mentioned on the prior slide, and then I mentioned the Blueprint program as well. For more information on the 4 that I'm going to mention right here, right now, please visit jumpstartinc.org/workshops. But the 4 that are mentioned here and are relevant in the near term are that we will have a social media strategy, multi-week cohort for a few businesses to help them develop an effective social media marketing strategy. And following that social media strategy cohort and in conjunction with, I guess, the middle of that cohort. So the social media strategy goes from January 21st to February 11th. We have a talent strategy cohort that begins February 4th going through February 25th. That talent strategy cohort is meant to assist entrepreneurs walk through best practices of hiring and managing your staff. Again, a very topic specific cohort to address very specific talent issues. We also have our intro to digital marketing cohort, which is the 4th bullet on this slide right now, where we help businesses implement their digital tools within their marketing strategy. That's not till March 4th through April 9th. And then also in early March, the Blueprint program will start again. Its next cohort will begin on March 1st, which again is meant to help businesses build and refine elements of the impact program, but not to the level and depth that we do during these 12 weeks. That Blueprint, to some extent, is meant to be a cohort that would lead into the impact program, lead into a mentoring program, lead into some of these other deep dive cohorts that I'm mentioning right here. So that Blueprint program is meant to expose your business initially to value proposition, go-to-market strategy, and an exposure to introductions to financial projections. So we hope that if you go look at that link online, some of these may be of interest to you. Now, I know I've mentioned this a few times tonight, but if you're in the audience and tonight's experience was something of interest to you and an event that you would ultimately aspire to participate in, the first step to becoming a part of the impact program is to apply for an upcoming cohort. Our next cohort, which is cohort 11, begins in late January, early February. However, our application period is now open through January 25th, 2021. So in order to be eligible for that upcoming cohort, I believe in February, you need to schedule an appointment today with our Core City team. If you've already worked with our Core City team previously and met with them, just check in again, provide them a brief update about where your business has evolved to, which will give them additional information prior to receiving your application. If you haven't worked with us before, then please visit our website to apply at jumpstartinc.org/impact program. And then once you apply, it will trigger us to set up an appointment with you to discuss the impact program with you and also learn about your business. Because when we're meeting with you, even if it's because you applied for the impact program, we're meeting with you to try to identify how we can work with you long-term. The impact program may be the best resource for you next. It may be the mentoring program. It may be one of those deep dives. It may be the Blueprint program. But if you apply for the impact program, you'll automatically get that meeting with us. We'll know you're focused on the impact program, but we'll be thinking during that meeting with you about all the resources we have available to help navigate you through where your business should take advantage of our services next. So again, we are accepting applications for the next cohort. Please go ahead, apply, and we would look forward to meeting with you. Now, before we start this next part of our evening, I think I mentioned a few times that these graduates this evening are becoming part of an exclusive group of those that have graduated previously. We thankfully received a number of congratulations messages from prior Impact graduates when we requested videos from them in support of those that we're presenting tonight. And we have some of those videos to show you right now during the remainder of this break. And then we will show you some more videos at the conclusion of the night as well. Our graduates took a lot of time to send these to us, and we hope you enjoy them.
Hey entrepreneurs, my name is Anjua Maximo and I am the co-owner of Groove Ride with my husband Zosimo. We wanted to extend a congratulations to you all on completing the program. Make sure you stay in touch with Jumpstart. They've been an amazing resource to Groove Ride and have really helped us through some rough waters and to help us grow our business. And yes, you know what? There's going to be some rough waters as an entrepreneur, but stay with it and make sure you have the right people in your corner. If there's any entrepreneurs out there listening, Jumpstart are your people. You definitely want to jump into this next cohort for 2021. If you're wondering, should I? Because I just don't know what's going to happen in the future. I want to remind you that what you don't know does not mean you have to stop creating goals.
Good evening, Core City participants. My name is Angela Flowers, and I am the co-owner of Making a Difference Consulting. We provide youth development programs and mental health counseling services to children, youth, and families. I would like to say congratulations on your participation in the Jumpstart Core City program. I know that you have gained valuable information that is going to help grow and scale your business.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Brandon Armstrong, formerly with Studio Stick LLC, currently with Blue World Commercial LLC and Real Estate Trappers. Just wanted to wish you all a huge congratulations to your businesses for graduating from the Impact program. And I encourage you all to keep working with Jumpstart because they can keep providing you with resources and connections that'll take your business to the next level. Also, if you haven't applied for the Jumpstart Impact program, I suggest that you apply because you can learn so many new things, meet so many new people, and get so many resources if accepted into the program. So again, I want to wish you all a huge congratulations and have a great rest of 2020.
Hi, my name is Cameron Kahn, and I'm co-owner of Co-Creative, a branding and marketing agency here in Cleveland, Ohio. We were lucky enough to be a part of the Jumpstart Impact program last fall, so I know how much work you guys have been putting in. Congratulations on making it through, and I wish you the best of luck in your business. I'd encourage you to stay in touch with Jumpstart even after you graduate. They've been very helpful to us, and most recently I was able to participate in a financial projections class, and I'll be participating in a QuickBooks class pretty soon. So just keep up the good work, and if you're a business owner and you think that you need some help or you need to tighten up some things on the back end, then definitely look into participating in the next cohort. I promise it's going to make all the difference in your business.
Hey everybody, this is Dan from Rust Belt Riders, cohort number 1. Just wanting to send a word of congratulations on graduating and making it this far through the Core City Impact program. Having been through it myself, I know just how challenging and also rewarding it's been. I know these are hard times, but wishing you all the best. Keep up the great work, and our city is far better off because of you. Thanks so much.
I'm Katie Melnick from Fizz Creative, and I just want to congratulate everyone that just completed the program. I know it was a lot of work, and really give yourself a pat on the back because I know going through it myself, it definitely is a ton of work, but totally worth it. And definitely encourage you to continue working with Jumpstart as you grow your business. Even after we graduated, I definitely reach out to Patty and other folks at Jumpstart for all kinds of different tips, advice, as I'm building my business further, and they're fantastic. So highly recommend you continue that relationship with them and use their resources. For those of you that have thought about participating in the program, I highly recommend just apply. I just applied just to see what would happen. It was highly recommended by another entrepreneur friend of mine. And, she just raved about it. So I'm really glad that I did. I got a lot of really helpful resources and tips about how I can grow my business. So highly recommend you check it out, and good luck, guys.
My name is Lisa McGuthrie. I'm the proud owner and founder of Our Favorite Things Boutique. I just wanted to say congratulations on this huge accomplishment. I want to encourage you. Never stop learning. Jumpstart is an amazing place. I was a member of cohort number 4. It was the best decision I've ever made in my life. Keep learning, keep growing, and continuing to grow your business and your brand. Congratulations.
My name is James Barnes from Immaculate Cleaning Company. And first and foremost, I want to say congrats to the grads down there at the Impact class. We know how hard it is to come out on the other side. It's a very rigorous course. Also, I want to say to those interested in joining Jumpstart as a partner, the resources there, they're invaluable. It's a great place to start to learn how to expand and grow your business. I could go on and on, but just want to say congrats and keep going and much success.
Hi, Impact grads. Mimi May here. I'm the founder of Mave, a natural skincare and CBD brand based in Cleveland, Ohio. Congratulations in completing the program. From one alumni to another, I commend you for taking this step to work on your business. You finished the program. Now what? The real work starts now. Please continue to work with Lauren, Patrick, and the entire Jumpstart team. They are an indispensable part of my business now, and I urge you to take advantage of all the programs and services they have to offer. If you are listening to this and wondering, what is Jumpstart? Go to their website at www.jumpstartinc.org to find out how they can help your business grow. Congrats again.
Hi everyone, my name is Leisha Navarro. I am owner of the Elite Event Co., also known as TEAK. I was part of Cohort 9, and I am so blessed to have been given that opportunity to become part of the Cleveland Impact Program and the Jumpstart family. I myself and my team want to congratulate you on taking the time and the chance to invest in yourself and in your business. Go! Absolutely! Being part of the Impact Program and just becoming part of the Jumpstart team is absolutely amazing. It opens you up to funding options, services that will help you grow as an individual and your business, and just programs. They have so many programs for free that just help you understand, help you learn. It takes you to the next level. You might know something, but just by taking it, you learn new knowledge. It's just amazing. For myself, I wish I had way more time to give to the Jumpstart program and learn more things, and I am definitely looking forward to utilizing those options for myself and my business. I definitely encourage all future business owners, big, small, old, new, participate, apply. There is no loss to this at all, except for time, but it is great and positive invested time into you and your business. So this is just an absolute amazing experience. I salute you, new graduates. Welcome to the family. I look forward to maybe one day meeting with you or collaborating with you. Thanks again from the Elite Event Co. team. See you around.
All right. As you can see, I got the mask on because my partner in crime, Chanel Johnson, is here to join me for the award announcements. But before we start, I would like to ask that every business in the current cohort, and obviously the judge and everybody, be on video. Let's all be on video together for the award announcement. Because again, this is the conclusion of the cohort. This is the conclusion of the graduation and the beginning of your next journey. So I appreciate everybody being on video for this announcement. Thank you. Again, just a reminder of, I can't see, hold on. just a reminder of the upcoming cohort. I mentioned it during the break. Please apply online to join our upcoming cohort starting in February. We look forward to meeting with you here soon. I think that before I get into the final results, and I'm not turning this into American Idol, I promise. We're not gonna like go to commercial break. We're not gonna have like a special performance by somebody come out here, although that is why Chanel's here. But in all seriousness, I think I just wanna commend all of you again on how hard the last 12 weeks have been virtually, how hard it was to get ready for tonight, and how you really all made the most out of this by being as engaged as you were, as difficult as it was because of what we're all going through. And I just want to commend you all for that. It was really an enjoyable experience on my part, on Chanel's part, to participate with you over the last 12 weeks. Without further ado though, I'm going to hand it off to Chanel, who will announce those that are graduating with the $2,500 prize tonight. And then she will announce that who will receive the $10,000 prize tonight. So Chanel or Ryan Seacrest, you're up.
Thank you. First, I want to say thank you to all of the participants in the cohort. You guys did a really great job. You know, give yourselves a pat on the back. This was really an intensive program, and you all stuck out there and did all of the hard work. So thank you all for showing up every week for yourselves and making the most out of this. So with that, we will go with the first recipient of $2,500 is Haynes Firestone. So congratulations, Huey. And we'll do air claps. The second recipient of $2,500 is Alden & Co. So congratulations, Janae. The third recipient of $2,500 is Labor Loft. Congratulations, Cody. The fourth recipient of $2,500 is iSpecs Eyewear. So congratulations, Olympia. The fifth recipient of $2,500 is the T-Lab. Congratulations, Carlos. And the sixth recipient of the $2,500 is the Hope Accounting Firm. Congratulations, Jamise. And with that being said, the $10,000 winner is the law offices of Arlisha Wilson. Congratulations, Arlisha.
Wow. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, you get to say Arlisha, go ahead, say a few words.
Oh, what do I say? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. More than anything, you validated this dream that I have to build this business, and you gave me the tools to do that. And so I'm so grateful. I am so grateful for the people that I am now able to serve, because now I can scale up and have help doing this work. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Well, we'd like to thank the judges again for their hard work tonight and volunteering their time, you know, sitting here this evening, listening attentively and going back and obviously having one of the more difficult parts of this evening. So thanks to the judges for committing all that time this evening. We appreciate your commitment to the impact program. As we leave for the evening, I just want to echo something that maybe I mentioned earlier, but to those still watching, you know, it's December. We're about to enter the holidays, even though the holiday season has already begun, right? So I just think we all need to continue to look for opportunities to support our small businesses in the community. And I want us all in the audience to support the businesses that presented tonight. I want all of us within the cohort to support each other during this holiday season. And those that are my Jumpstart colleagues watching this evening know that that these graduates this evening, these prior graduates that have shared their congratulations this evening, we're all a member of one big family here, and we want to make this holiday season as enjoyable and prosperous for everybody as possible. Please support your small local businesses. Please, please, please. We all really appreciate it. on this event this evening. So with that being said, I'd like to probably hand it back off to the graduates, because there are more congratulations to come from more graduates that you haven't seen yet. So we're gonna finish off the evening with some more congratulations videos from our prior cohorts as they welcome you into the Impact Graduate Group. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Chanel, for announcing it. Thanks, judges. And thanks most of all to the pitches tonight. Thank you to all you great small businesses that were a part of this cohort for the last 12 weeks. Very much thank you. Happy holidays.
Congratulations, Alicia.
Congratulations, everybody. You're all winners.
Congrats.
Thank you, guys. Happy holidays.
Entrepreneurs are the crazy people that will leave a good money, steady 40-hour-a-week job to work 80 hours a week for possibly no to little money. Congratulations, you must be one of those crazy people. Hi everyone, I'm Waverly Willis of Urban Cuts Barbershop, which is one shop in 2 locations. Learned that from Jumpstart. I just want to say congratulations. I want you to continue to work with Jumpstart as they have been so beneficial and continue to be beneficial to me. And if you or anyone you know out there that's kind of circling around Jumpstart, need business information on how it's structured, how it works, Jumpstart is the place for you. Peace.
Hi, my name is Rashida Van Leer McCarr. I am the owner of Iron Koi LLC. We're a boutique personal training studio with an eclectic class lineup from Afro beats to yoga and everything in between, boot camp and group fitness as well. First, let me say congratulations to the new cohort. You're about to embark on an amazing opportunity, so make sure that you listen with your 2 ears and your 1 mouth, and make sure that you take in as much of the information that they're offering as possible. And to those of you who may be interested in Jumpstart or using Jumpstart services, do it. Don't wait, just do it. The opportunities, the classes, the information that you receive is priceless. So just simply do it. It's nothing but a click. In the meantime, congratulations to the new cohort, and I hope to see what you guys put together. I can't wait to see what you guys put together. Have a great day.
Hello everyone, my name is Jose, also known as Chef Melendez. I own Melendez Catering Services, and thanks to Jumpstart, we have expanded to our first storefront restaurant, Twisted Taino Frappe Bar and Grill. Wanted to take a minute to congratulate you on graduating from the Impact program. Jumpstart actually has become a big part of my family and success through their guidance. I encourage every single one of you to continue seeking their wisdom, and do not hesitate to reach out when most needed. Those that are still thinking about signing up for the program, I can only say hurry up and do so. You will not regret it. My business has only grew ever since I became part of the family. I wish you good luck. I hope to see you all very, very, very soon. I miss you guys.
Hi everyone, my name is Tawana Scott Williams and I am the owner of Pearl Flower Catering. I would like to congratulate you all. As a past graduate of Cohort 5, I can truly attest to the amount of hard work it takes to get to this moment. I will say your hard work is not in vain. The amount of support and resources that you will continue to receive from Jumpstart is invaluable. My advice would be to stay engaged, continue to work on your business, and continue to learn. Wishing you all much success.
How you guys doing out there? This is Coach Antonio Coleman of Gain Speed Performance Academy. And I just want to go ahead and wish you guys luck on your endeavors and everything that you guys are going to do, and welcome you to the Jumpstart family. All right, so make sure that you guys stick with Jumpstart. They can help you out with a plethora of things. God bless, and I'll see you guys at the top.